batteries. I don't get one?
They come away with that on the right.
I see how it is.
So what's good? Yeah, obviously Canada massive. Of course, yeah. I love football, but I'm Dutch Canadian, so I speak definitely worth it. Yeah. Summer break, I guess. This is my summer break, so yeah. The end of April, and go back to but as much as we can at school. Yes, sir. Yeah. So you guys are doing all the love stuff. Yeah, so we have cameras up here. So we start up at Toronto, and eventually a year in, you say, I want to be the guy doing camera work, or I want to be the guy in front of the camera doing talk. Yeah, but there's 20 of them who want to so, no, it worked out well because there's a lot of guys. So they do a fantastic job as well. Yeah, they really do. Yeah, my guys watching a little bit. Yeah, we have. Yeah. Sometimes on the way here or in the evening, analyzing the games and watching them. Yeah. Yeah, no. Of course, the guys at home. Yeah. We have some of our top members who watch every game. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's the best we ever met. So awesome. I appreciate that. I mean, I'm probably butchering all the Swiss last names, but yeah, well, it's what happens. I was talking to the Dutch girls yesterday. They said, yeah, you can hear you before, but yeah, you're actually doing pretty good. But I was strong to the back. Yeah, I'm sure I'm getting it right, but the Swiss accent is probably what makes it correct. Yeah, great job. Thank you. Yeah, no. I love it. Yeah. Continue to do it. We have the finals tonight, which is going to be a lot of fun as well. Yeah. That'll be a good game. I think Germany, Italy in the finals. That'll be good. Italy trying to go back to back. Yeah. That'll be good. Yeah. I hope to see the whole thing back. I was doing the Go Canada! Yeah, it was pretty close to pass. We just had a few extra meetings. Yeah, I'm going to get ready for this game. I hope sure, thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Australia now have potential for a 3-on-2. Canada doing well to track back. And just over the top again, once again, I should say. Jennifer Stevens over top of that Canadian goal, trying to knot this score up at 2 goals apiece. And we are just about 3 minutes into the second half. Canada storm back, and they now lead Australia by a score of 2-1. Trying to flip the script on the previous game where Australia won 2-1. Trying to get this win, get 15th place here at the Canoe Polo Championships here in Welland, Ontario, Canada. Anna Thompson. It's Catherine O'Brien. O'Brien trying to hand it to Vingerhoods, and it will be blocked by Carly Goodwin. Australia again with possession. Good save there by Goodwin, and Australia now they have the chance to attack. Bridget Doyle. Now to Jennifer Stevens again. Just a bit of a missed pass there by Australia. Canada can't grab possession still with Australia. 40 seconds left on the shot clock, 6.5 left on the game clock. Jennifer Stevens. Now with Bridget Doyle. Doyle. Now to Carly Goodwin. Carly Goodwin. Now to Bridget Doyle. Jennifer Stevens. And that will go just left of the goal. Jennifer Stevens looks to the skies. She should have done better. She knows she could have done better. And again, Canada leads by a score of 2-1. Kathleen O'Brien will start things up for the Canadians.
Let's go, Canada!
Hannah Patrick. Now to Christina O'Brien. Still with Catherine O'Brien. 2-1 the score. 5 minutes, 45 seconds left to go in half number 2. Christina O'Brien, great lead pass. Reina Vingerhoods, and it's going to be blocked by Carly Goodwin. Great save on the Australian side. It will be Australian ball after the ball deflected off of Caroline Karasiak's paddle. Carly Goodwin with possession for Australia. They haven't been able to score since early in half number 1. Canada has really done a very good job defensively of keeping this Australian offense at bay. And let's see if they can put one on the board and knot this game up at 2, or if Canada continue to dominate on the defensive end. Bridget Doyle. Still with Doyle on that right side. Looking inside, she elects to go behind her. Carly Goodwin, and that again will go over top of the cage. Australia as a team just has to start hitting the net, really not troubling Hannah Patrick in the slightest, that goalkeeper for Canada. All the shots have been missed. Christina O'Brien. Mary Lukasic. Still with Lukasic, now to O'Brien. O'Brien, she's going to find her teammate Reina Vingerholtz trailing after the substitution. And Vingerhoods goes back to O'Brien. Still with Christina O'Brien. This is the 15th place game here on pitch number 2. 13th place is going on to the left of us on pitch number 2. Pitch number 1, which features the women of Japan against the women of Sweden. And it looks like so far Sweden is up 2-1 on the Japanese. And 2-1 is the score in this game as well. Canada leads Australia. Carly Goodwin. We are under 4 minutes left in this game. Australia yet to score since that first half. They led 1-0 at halftime. Canada's stormed back, 1:38, and they scored 2 goals. Again, Australia will go over top of the net. And it will be Team Canada ball. And for both of these teams, maybe not the game they were hoping to be playing in on Sunday, but nonetheless, a game that they are happy to be playing anytime you're playing canoe polo in this great weather, in this great country of Canada, is a good day. And both of these teams, I'm sure, would love to end their canoe polo tournament on a high with a win in Canada, certainly on the right track to doing so. It is with Mary Lukasic. Lukasic looks at goal. Instead, she's going to go towards her right to Catherine O'Brien. Catherine O'Brien catches the Australian goalkeeper sleeping. Great shot there by O'Brien, getting her second goal and third for Canada, putting them up comfortably by a score of 3-1. Australia, they need to get one quick if they want to have any chance of coming back into this game. Of course, this game has to have a result. No chance of a draw. If it were to end as a tie game after 20 minutes, we would go to golden goal, which is in hockey terms overtime. Next goal wins. And we've already seen a overtime goal scored by the Japanese over Canada here on pitch number 2 a few games ago. And that was a heartbreaker for the Canadians as they moved down to 17th place, top 16, moved on to the World Games in that age group. Now it's with Amy Picole, and she will shoot a great save, but she's going to get her own rebound. Hannah Patrick, fantastic save. Clutch save by Hannah Patrick, keeping Canada at a 2-goal lead. Now it's with Mary Lukasic. Lukasic giving it to Christina O'Brien. She has to race for it, and she does well to shield off the Australian defenders. And Canada still has possession. 2 minutes left to go in regulation. Canada leads Australia by a score of 3-1. Bryson, she's going to go to Christina O'Brien. And another pass by Canada. Unselfish play by the Canadians. Julie Bryson could have shot. Christina O'Brien could have shot, but instead, Sierra Davdiuk puts Canada up 3, getting their 4th goal of half number 2, 4th goal of the game, and they lead Australia by a score of 4-1. Australia, they were up 1-0 at half. Canada stormed back with 2 goals early on in half number 2, and recently, in the past minute and a half, they scored 2 more, and that is where we are right now. 4-1 the score between Canada and Australia. Stacey Goodwin, minute 41 left to go in regulation. Canada up 4-1. Jennifer Stevens now taking this free shot for Australia after the foul committed by the Canadians. Jennifer Stevens winds up, and it will go just over top of the net. Hannah Patrick, she hasn't been very busy, but when she has been called upon, she has been up to the task here for the Canadians. 4-1 the score, and we are just under 90 seconds left to go in regulation for this 15th place game at the 2018 ICF Canoe Polo World Championships here in Welland, Ontario, Canada. Christina O'Brien. She finds Julie Bryson alone with Carly Goodwin of Australia. Sierra Davdiuk to Christina O'Brien. Christina O'Brien, she will take a shot, she will convert. And if 4-1 wasn't going to do it, 5-1 definitely will. Canada puts the icing on the cake. 5-1 the score, just under a minute remains in half number 2 of this game, this 15th place game between Canada and Australia.
Let's go, girls. Just get it back. All you gotta do is hang on to it.
Jennifer Stevens with the ball on that right side. Bridget Doyle now with Laura Kleinram. Another save by Patrick. She has really been on her game in the second half. And now with Christina O'Brien. 30 seconds left. And I'm sure Canadian is more than content just passing amongst themselves. They don't need any more goals. Although here they are in the Australian half. It is Caroline Kersiak. And now to Julie Bryson. Bryson. Mary Lukasic. And intended target, Kersiak will not get to her. Australia with possession. Canada steals it right back. Lukasic looks at goal. And it will be Australian ball, but that will do it. The clock continues to wind down. Just 2 seconds left to go. Canada will close their 2018 championships on a high. They take this one by a score of 5-1 over Team Australia. And they get 15th place at the 2018 ICF Canoe Polo World Championships here in Welland, Ontario. 5-1 the score, Canada over Australia. We have more canoe polo for you in just a few minutes here on pitch number 2.
some of your sunscreen. I already feel myself burning.
Usually I have the black one.
No worries.
Thank you. I guess you want.
I'm going in these shots because they'll dry in 10 seconds. This what? I think I'm going to go in. I'll be on the other side. Our car is
It's a little square behind the silver and the red. Like this place on the other side. Katie, are you going swimming out there?
I see you had fun.
I did. I had a good time.
I don't know if it actually. They were amazing. Well, I know, but they were like, they make like. Even our men's days are kind of going. It's like fire. Are they going? What did they do?
Yeah, we're gonna go swimming over there in the canal.
Are you?
On the other side. So we're parked on the other side. Because we have to turn our parking. Close to the ceremony.
Here at the International Flatwater Center for this game between Spain and Switzerland. This game will determine who will be crowned the 7th place team in these rankings and the 8th place team. These two teams played this morning, so they are very familiar with one another. Spain did eventually come out on top, but a very closely touted match. And here is Spain on the attack. Regina Lopez. Nuria Canis. She is going to find Beatriz Quevedo. A little bit too high for Canis, but no worries, no Swiss players near her. And she can get that ball right back. Now in the hands of Laura Fernandez. And now in the hands of number 6, Regina Lopez. Still trying to get possession. Great shot that time at the end of the shot clock. That was Beatriz Quevedo. And it will be Swiss ball underneath their own goal. And we are off and running for the first Swiss attack of this game. Nina Lugenpool. Still with Lugenpool. Now to Bartelt. Zoe Mindek with the shot, a rocket of a shot that was. And Beatriz Quevedo was there, telling your defense that cannot happen once again. Too tough of a shot for Quevedo to have to deal with for the remainder of this game. And she makes a good save on that. Zoe Mindek with the shot. Mindek will get it once again. Mindek, the youngest player on this Swiss team, the only player born later than 2000. It's now with Francisco Bartelt. Spain now have possession after the turnover by Bartelt, and now it's a one-on-one play for the Spanish. Sonia Garcia. She's going to wait, now finds Nuria Canis, who gives it back to Garcia. Garcia looking for the wrong color jersey. She passes it right to Francisco Bartelt. Bartelt says thank you very much, and Switzerland now on their way to attack number 2 in this 7th place game here on pitch number 2 on the Welland International Flatwater Center. And like I said, this is for 7th place. For 5th place is going on to the left of me. The Netherlands are playing against New Zealand. New Zealand took down Switzerland earlier on today, and the Netherlands, they beat Spain to book their spot in their 5th place game. This is the final game of these championships for both of these teams, and I think most importantly, 7th place is all fine and dandy, but you want to get that final win as you head onto the bus and go home, or plane for, I guess, both of these teams as they have to cross over the Atlantic. We are here in Canada, and both of these teams from Western Europe. Still with Switzerland, Nina Lugenpool. Francesca Bartlett. Nina Lugenpool. Lugenpool will take a shot, and she will convert. Great shot that time. Nina Lugenpool, the leader of this Swiss team. 3 minutes, 25 seconds in. That's how long it took for Swiss to get on the board. And that's the first goal of the game. 1-0. Swiss lead after the great finish by number 2, Nina Lugenpool. It's now with Beatriz Quevedo. Laura Benos. The Swiss men have already ended their championships with a win. They beat the Russians just 2 games ago, and that was for 13th place. They beat the Russians by a score of 5-2. Swiss trying to use that score as maybe a bit of motivation, trying to keep up with their gender counterparts. And here is number 5, Francisca Bartelt. Nina Lugenpool going for goal number 2. She leans back, looking at goal, and off the top of the bar. Great chance there for Switzerland. Spain and now have numbers. They're going to be giving it to Beatriz Quevedo. Now with number 7, Sonia Garcia. Lots of space for Garcia. She's going to go to Regina Lopez. Lopez on that right side. Looks at goal, decides to go behind her. Now in the hands of Laura Benos. Beatriz Quevedo. Beatriz Quevedo. Laura Benos. Benos towards her right now with Lopez. Lopez back to Benos. Nuria Canis. Canis, she finds Quevedo. And now back to Canis. 7 seconds left on this shot clock. Spain has to get a shot off quickly. They do. And it's a good shot that time. It was by number 7, Sonia Garcia of Spain. And she puts them at a 1-1 tie with the Swiss. And we are just about ready to begin. 4 minutes, 45 seconds left to go in half number 1 between Spain and Switzerland in this game for 7th place in the ICF 2018 Canoe Polo World Championships here in Welland, Ontario. It's now with Nina Lugenpool. Zoe Mindek. Nina Lugenpool. Francisco Bartelt. And great pressure by the Spanish. They are now off and running, trying to get goal number 2 in their first lead of the game. Great defensive play on the other end was Nina Lugenpool doing it on both sides of the pitch. Now is Zoe Mindek. Another great paddle work there. And this time it was Benos getting the paddle on it, but Swiss will retain possession. Francisco Bartelt. Zoe Mindek. Nina Lugenpool. Now to Yasmin Spangenberg. Spangenberg finds room inside that Spanish zone. She's going to retreat, go all the way back to Lugenpool. And Swiss can now start up another play. Francisco Bartelt. Now to Lugenpool. Lugenpool. Trying to find Spangenberg, just lands right in front of her. Great chance for the Swiss, and an even better save. Off of the shot by Joanna Smeed, it was saved by Beatrice Quevedo. Right in front of her goal. Quevedo had to be on her toes, and she definitely was, keeping this game at a 1-1 score. Now with it, number 5, that is Francisco Bartelt. Mindek, now to Lugenpool. Lugenpool. Now to Francisco Bartelt. Back to Lugenpool in that middle. She's going to take a shot off the bottom of the bar and goes right back to Lugenpool. That's how powerful the shot was. She was outside that zone, off the bar, and right back into the hands of Lugenpool. Spain now have possession, and with it, Laura Benos trying to flip it towards number 6, Regina Lopez. Stolen by Bartelt, and it will be Spanish ball after the miss by Bartelt, trying to rush that shot perhaps. 2 minutes left in this half between Spain and Switzerland. This game for 7th place. And it will be Swiss ball, I believe. The referee calling an illegal use of the paddle against the Spanish. And Bartelt will have possession. Zoe Mindek. Nina Lugenpool on that right side. Maybe trying to switch things up, see how the right side of the pitch responds to Lugenpool. And she will go back. Zoe Mindek. And deflected again by Laura Benos. Great work with that paddle is Laura Benos. She's done that all game, just cannot get possession for the Spanish. Now is Zoe Mindek. Bartelt. Still with Switzerland. And now after that turnover, Spain have possession and they look to break. Just over a minute left to go in half number 1. Laura Benos. She has teammates on that right side now with Nuria Canis. Still with Canis. Beatrice Quevedo. Regina Lopez back to Nuria Canis. She's going into that Swiss zone, blocked by the Swiss. Spain will retain possession. and Regina Lopez slowed things down for the Spanish. They can just run out the rest of this game clock. They can have the final possession, and I'm sure that's what they want to do. And I'm sure that they would like to go into halftime with a 2-1 lead and a great chance. It was number 9, Beatrice Quevedo, with the shot, but it was Luningbull with the save. Spain with the quarter. They have just 10 seconds remaining in half number 1. Beatrice Quevedo, she could have the final shot of the half. She will. Luganbull with the save. It again will be a corner, but that's going to do it for half number 1 between Spain and Switzerland. This game for 7th place on pitch number 2. We'll be back here at the International Flatwater Center for more Switzerland-Spain action in just a few minutes.
Too hot to work.
Oh, I'm very hot, I'm not going to lie, but oh well. This is probably my 5th bottle of water. Yeah.
And with the blue jeans and all.
Yeah, I know. This is what they told me to wear, so.
Whoa.
I know. It's like.
Whoever told you is cruel.
I know, that's what I'm saying, but oh well.
I should get you a fan or something.
Yeah, honestly, seriously.
Alright.
Yeah.
How many more games do you have to?
So I have this one and then the women's and men's gold medal games later on today.
But you'll ref,
I'll be inside on that one, so that's okay.
Great,
So this is my last game outside, thankfully. It's warm.
All right.
Yep. See? Yeah.
luck, yeah.
Yeah, thank you. We are ready to go here on pitch number 2 for this 7th place game between the women of Switzerland and the women of Spain. And we are back, and the first sprint won by Switzerland. And Switzerland will have possession as they slowly make their way up the pitch. 1-1 the score between Switzerland and Spain. Switzerland had an early lead, and then it was taken right back from Spain. 1-1 the score. And we've played 20 seconds here at the International Flatwater Center, pitch number 2 for this 7th place game. To the left of me on pitch number 1, it is the Netherlands and New Zealand. The Netherlands are up by a score of 2-1 just as they approach halftime. And Switzerland, they now have a corner after the shot was deflected. Yasmin Spangenberg. It's now with Francisca Bartelt. Back to Spangenberg. The corner was not taken to the referee's liking. And it will now go to Nina Luganbull. Luganbull now back to Spangenberg. Francisca Bartelt back to Spangenberg. Francisca Bartelt now with the ball near center pitch. No rush for Team Switzerland. 34 seconds still left on that shot clock. And here comes Nina Lucy seeing her first little bit of action. And she comes and will shoot against the Spanish goal, deflected easily by Beatriz Quevedo, and now Spain now have their first possession of half number 2. Regina Lopez. Lopez, hard pass to Garcia, handled well, and now it is in with Yolanda Gomez. Gomez now to Beatriz Quevedo. Great chance, Laura Banos, and an even better save. Nina Luganbull puts up her fist in jubilation after that save, excuse me. And now Beatriz Quevedo has possession at the far side of the pitch with Spain. Laura Banos. Lopez. Quevedo. Still with Banos. Beatriz Quevedo. Lopez. Yolanda Gomez now to her right. She's going to go to Banos. Back to Gomez. Gomez looks at goal, trying to find her teammate Garcia in the middle. She does, but she's going to go all the way back to Lopez. Lopez mishandles that, and Switzerland have the chance to steal the ball. They will not. Spain has possession. Another save by Nina Luganbull just as the shot clock expires. 7 minutes left to go in half number 2. We are still deadlocked at 1 goal apiece. Jasmine Spangenberg. Nina Luganbull. Zoe Mindek. Nina Lucy, she goes for goal just a bit to the right. Jasmine Spangenberg a little bit behind her. And Spain now have possession. They have numbers 2. Swiss players still back in the Spanish zone. Winning that ball back for the Switzerland is Francisco Bartelt. Now it's in the hands of Bartelt, receiving it from Nina Luganbull. And Bartelt will bring the Swiss up the pitch. 6 minutes left to go in half number 2. 1-1 the score. Luganbull now to Spangenberg. She takes a shot, another save, and that was Sonia Garcia getting her paddle on to the captain of this Spanish team. And great work by Garcia to keep this at a 1-1 game. Yolanda Gomez. Regina Lopez. Back to Gomez. Laura Banos. Yolanda Gomez. Beatriz Quevedo. Just off of her boat, not too far. She easily grabs that with her paddle. And it is still with Yolanda Gomez. Beatriz Quevedo. Regina Lopez now in the hands of Quevedo. She'll take a shot, deflected right away. Although the Swiss say it may have hit a Spanish paddle instead of a Swiss, the ref says no. It will be Spain ball on the far side of the pitch. We are just over 5 minutes left in half number 2 game as well. 1-1 the score, and of course, if you are unfamiliar with what's at stake here, 7th place is at stake, 8th place to the loser. And there has to be a result. There has to be a winner in this game. They will be playing golden goal until there is a winner. 5 minutes, then a quick break, then another 5 minutes, then a quick break, and so on and so forth until we get the goal that we are requesting. But so far, we still have a little bit of time. 4.5 left to go. 1-1 the score between Sweden and Spain. These two teams played already this morning, very familiar with each other. And Spain did come up on top of that game, just nearly, by a score of 3-2. Zoe Mindek. Still with Mindek. And now she's going to give it to Luganbull. Luganbull is going to try for goal. Deflected off of Sonia Garcia. And it will be a Swiss corner. Francisca Bartelt. Bartelt now to Luganbull. She'll take the shot. And that's the first goal in a long time first goal of half number 2. Spain, they scored late in half number 1. About 2 minutes left to go in half number 1. And just about a full half later, Nina Lugenbull gets the 3rd goal of the game, 2nd for Switzerland, meaning that Spain has won, and it is 2-1 for Switzerland. 3 minutes, 39 seconds left to go in half number 2. Quevedo. Lopez back to Quevedo. Laura Benos. Benos still with possession. Benos finds Lopez. Spain wants to get one back, and with a little bit of spin on that, great shot by Lopez just outside, deflected off of Switzerland, and Spain have possession. This will be number 2, Laura Benos taking the corner for Spain. All the way back, Yolanda Gomez. Yolanda Gomez. Regina Lopez. Yolanda Gomez. Laura Benos. Laura Benos. Regina Lopez. Yolanda Gomez. Spain just waiting on this Swiss defense. Switzerland played in that 1-3-1 zone, and is stolen by Switzerland. Illegal use of the paddle against Spangenberg, and Spain regain possession, resetting the shot clock. Lugenbull with a fantastic save, and one that she had to make to keep this game in the Swiss lead. 2-1 they lead. 2 minutes, 10 seconds remaining in half number 2. Lugenbull making a charge. The ball is just to the right of her. And now Spain can come back on the attack once again. It's Nuria Canis. Yolanda Gomez, and that will tie the game at 2 goals apiece. Costly mistake there by Switzerland. They tried to lead Lugenbull. Lugenbull cannot get back in the goal in time. And Spain are now tied with Switzerland with a score of 2-2. Under 2 minutes left to go. Lugenbull. Spain is now pressing that man-to-man defense. Lugenbull. Francisco Bartelt. Zoe Mendek. Or excuse me, Jasmine Spangenberg now with Mendek. Mendek looks at goal. She's now going to go to Bartelt, who will just flip that over top of the net. Minute 28 left to go. Spain are now tied with Switzerland after that goal by number 2, Yolanda Gomez. Referee says there was a touch on the shot by Bartelt. Spain still confused on what's going on. The referees are actually confused on what's going on. They're going to have a brief chat behind that Spanish goal to decide what happened. Maybe one referee saw something that the other didn't, and maybe even worth of a card being shown, a foul that we didn't see, or maybe even a goal penalty shot. We've seen all that happen here at the Canoe Polo Championships. That will end today with the final game happening on pitch number 1, 420, the men's final, which will feature the likes of Germany. They'll be up against the Italians looking to defend their 2016 title. The women, they will have their game at 3:40. Great Britain will be going up against Germany. But right now we are on pitch number 2 for the 7th place game with the women's. It is Switzerland and Spain tied at 2. It is a penalty shot for Switzerland, and that is a big call by the referees this late in the game, which would, I'm not going to say guarantee Switzerland a goal, but it is a very, very good opportunity, one you do not get very often. If you're the Swiss, a penalty shot in a tie game with under 90 seconds left to go. It will be Nina Lugenbull taking the shot for the Swiss. And a call like that, like I said, very gutsy by the referee, because this really can change the course of a game, but the referees decided that it was a penalty shot, likely being an illegal use of the paddle, and a pass that could have been made towards a almost surefire goal was blocked because of the foul. Lugenbull over top of the net. She caves under pressure. It's still 2-2. Nina Lugenbull just a little bit too high, and she will have to do the kayak paddle of shame, I will say, but she has been so good in this game. Her teammates cannot put any of the blame on her in this game. She scored, and she has also made some very key saves for the Swiss. But Spain, you have to be thinking that you caught a break on this one, and let's see if they can take advantage. We're under a minute left to go, 30 seconds on the shot clock. So it looks like Switzerland may have the last possession unless Spain can get off a shot and get that rebound. Under 20 seconds left to go. Spain really using the full shot clock. And here comes the chase by the Swiss. That is Joanna Smeed. Five seconds left to go. Shot clock violation by Spain, and it will be Switzerland ball. 20 seconds left to go. Francisca Bartelt. The clock continues to wind down. Spain on every Swiss attacker. Clock finally started. Illegal use of the paddle. And that was charged against the Swiss. Although, at the time of the foul, it was near 30 seconds. Now it's down to 9. And time will keep on going, and the time is stopped once again. I'm not sure why. But now 5 seconds left to go. A long shot and easy save for Luganpool, and we are going to be headed to golden goal. Overtime as Nina Luganpool throws her paddle in frustration. She had a penalty shot with under a minute and a half left to go, and it hit the crossbar and went over top of the net. That definitely would have won the game for Switzerland, but instead we are heading to 5 extra minutes of golden goal here on pitch number 2 between Spain and Switzerland. She missed the penalty. Thank you, I appreciate it. What was that? I keep watching. I had no idea what Canoe Polo was a week today. No, so the game started on Tuesday, and that was the first time I ever saw you play. So this is all just from this weekend. A week, I guess I should say. I go to Niagara College, so like all the broadcasters here are from Niagara. So this man to my right is he's going to be a behind the scenes kind of guy. I chose to be in front of the camera talking about it. And Brett's a little bit of both, but yeah. Thank you, I appreciate that. Yeah, I had no idea what the sport was, but really when you get the hang of it, you kind of understand what's happening. And then I've also had the help, so I've been talking with a few players, like I don't know if you know Duncan, he's been kind of on the PA system, but he's been helping us. He was playing out with Australia 20 years ago when they won a gold medal, so he's been kind of coaching me as well with the terms. So it's not all on my own, and he's helped me a lot as well, but yeah. Yeah, no worries.
¡Vamos, España!
No worries. Yeah, I'm about to go. Back here on pitch number 2 here at the International Flatwater Center in Welland, Ontario, Canada. This is the 7th place game between Spain and Switzerland. 20 minutes, not enough to decide the winner of this game, and it will go into golden goal, meaning overtime. If you're going to use hockey terms, next goal wins. Next goal will be the golden goal, which is why they're calling it the golden goal. 5 minutes on the clock, now down to 4.5 after that opening sprint won by Spain, and we are off and running on pitch number 2. It is Beatriz Quevedo with Spain, and she is going to go towards her left. Now to Nuria Canis, back to Quevedo, and a bit of a stronger pass, and it will be Swiss ball. Illegal use of the kayak, and quickly up the pitch is the Swiss, Zoe Mindek. Now Nina Lucy. Jasmine Spangenberg, and back into the hands of Nina Luganberg. Or Luganpool, I should say, excuse me, Luganpool. At the end of that half, the second half, a lot of frustration by Luganpool. She did miss that goal penalty shot with a minute 28 remaining, which definitely would have sealed the Swiss 7th place. But here's the shot. And a good shot, Jasmine Spangenberg, but great save by Beatrice Quevedo. She had to be on her toes. She showed some excitement making that save, but it will be a Swiss corner. But I'm sure Spain will take that corner rather than the goal. Francisca Bartelt with Switzerland. She's going to go behind her. Now to Yasmin Spangenberg. Nina Lugenbuhl. The press by Spain, not in that conventional 1-3-1 defense, now going to a 2-2 more aggressive approach, trying to get possession, although it does create some gaps inside that Spanish zone, as you can see between the two players. And then comes Jasmine Spangenberg. Nina Lugenbuhl on that left side. Spangenberg, she's going to take a shot deflected by Spain, and a more excitement by the Spanish players as another block, and that means another corner for the Swiss. It will be Nina Lugenbuhl taking the corner for Switzerland. She has options in front of her, but Spain playing a very tight defensive game, not allowing any Swiss player an open shot. Lugenbuhl, she is going to go behind her. Yasmin Spangenberg, back to Lugenbuhl. Lugenbuhl will take it to near center pitch. We're halfway through golden goal overtime period number 1. We're just going to keep on going with golden goal until we have a winner. And that could be 4, 5, 10 overtime periods. It does not matter. We are going to have a winner. We are going to have another goal. It's just a matter of who will get it, and that's the answer. Number 5, Francisca Bartelt, gives Switzerland the 7th place finish. I think Bartelt caught that Spanish goalkeeper napping, as you see Quevedo, I guess I should say, taking her helmet in frustration. Her Spanish teammates comforting Quevedo. But as they shake hands, we can say with confidence Switzerland is the 7th place team here in the open women's part of the Canoe Polo Championships in 2018. Spain, they will fall to 8th place after the goal by Francisco Bartelt on pitch number 2. We have more Canoe Polo action coming in just a few minutes, and it looks like Chinese Taipei will be up against the Polish team, and that will happen in just a few minutes.
Did I get it right? Taipei against Poland?
Not quite the U21 team. No.
Well, they're happy now. And you got Adrian. Right. Yeah.
What time is it now?
This morning they just standing next to one to the phone like this.
Staring into this.
Who's the third coach? Or rather the second coach? Peter Gommel. French League, isn't it? But the hospital starts to go, hang on a minute, somebody taking a bit. It's going to cost more next time then, isn't it? Well, we wonder if they do the buy one, get one free. Top row windy seat. Yes, yeah, I think that's the best bet.
Welcome back to the International Flatwater Center in Welland, Ontario. We have the 7th place game in the Opens men's bracket for you right now. It will be between the Taipei and Great Britain. Both teams had tough losses earlier today, which found themselves in this 7th place matchup. Although both teams surely would have been hoping to play for more in this tournament, both are definitely looking to finish the tournament strong with a W. Great Britain gets the first possession. Be number 4, Fletcher with it. Finding the man in the middle, Thompson. He'll have that blocked. And there will be some illegal contact going on in front of the Taipei goal. So it will be Britain ball. Taipei ball, sorry. And they launch it up. It's number 3, Sao. Holding it, waiting for his teammates to make their way down the pitch and join him in attack. Another call on the play. Here we go, Taipei resetting the play after an illegal tackle from Great Britain. It'll be number 10, Chow with it. On the left side, tried not to touch it. Referee deems that he did not touch it and it went out off of a Great Britain player. Player being Matt Fletcher, number 4 for the Great Britain side. Had a few words with the ref, trying to plead his case, but to no avail. Chow will start with it. Lots of battling going on here early in this game. Great Britain really coming out to meet this Taipei team and not allow them to set up their attack. Another stoppage here. Play will reset, will remain in the hands of the Taipei. Referee making sure that they are on the same page right now. And now they will reset play. Looking for something. That will be passed over to Hu, and now Taipei kicks it back out top without pressure, and they will get to set up this offensive possession. Taipei really taking their time here. Britain coming out to challenge them, and that will be a long shot there by number 7, Shang Yung Chang. And that will open the scoring for us on this beautiful afternoon. It will be 1-0 for Taipei. Great Britain will surely look for the quick response, and here they come. Laying it off. Shooting, and that will be the answer they were looking for. That will be number 6, Ross Montgomery on the shot, putting home the tying goal. Again, Britain meeting Taipei at half, not allowing them to set up their offense. Putting pressure on. Taipei can't even get into their own zone currently. They have to be careful here not to turn it over right in front of their own net. It's number 7 now, Chang, the goal scorer. Looking for an open teammate, but there is no one available. That would be a legal play on the ball by the Taipei. And Great Britain will look to counter fast while they have numbers, but that is quickly stolen by number 3, Sao. Big push there by Matt Fletcher. And that will cause a turnover. Heading the other way, the Taipei player, number 9, Sihifei Chang, will intercept it though. Great Britain will retain possession after an illegal play on the ball by Taipei, and they are looking dangerous. 4 men right in front of the net. Trying to find the trailer. He does. But Great Britain decides to kick the ball back out and reset their offense, leaving 1 man down low. There'll be another penalty called, this time going against Great Britain. Taipei will go the other way. Very energetic game from both teams so far. Great Britain coming out to meet Taipei man-to-man on every possession. And that will be taken away by Great Britain once again. This strategy is really working in their favor in terms of them stealing possession away from Taipei. Taipei hasn't had many attempts on goal, but the one they had from pretty far out did find the back of the net. And that will be a quick shot by Great Britain off the bottom bar. And Taipei looks to go the other way. Firing it into the corner. And Shang Yung Chang will be able to chase that one down. Getting harassed by a British defender. And that will be a foul called and a green card. And that will be against number 5, Ross Martin. But now Great Britain as a whole has to be careful if they do not want to be forced to play a man down. Taipei with it, looking for options, not many. And that will be a foul against Taipei this time. Heading the other way is Great Britain. Number 8, Spencer, all by himself, and he will make no mistake about it. Nicholas Spencer putting Great Britain up 2-1. Just over halfway through the first half here at the Welland International Flatwater Center on a beautiful, hot, sunny day. I'm sure most of the spectators here are envious of the players being able to be in the water most of the day. The heat certainly will not affect them, as it's quite easy for them to cool down out there. Taipei now with it, looking for an answer. And here he goes with the attempt, and that will go just wide right. Number 2, Chun Han Hu. Great Britain will head back the other way. Taipei electing to send all of their men right in front of their net, hoping to cause as much havoc down low and use that sea of paddles to block any British attack that comes their way. But here comes Britain. They will kick it back out, take their time on this one. Looking for their shot. Now will take an errant deflection off a paddle, but it is regained by McCutcheon, and he will kick it out to Spencer. Spencer looking for a teammate inside, but he'll elect to kick it out. Great Britain with about half of their shot clock remaining. Number 10, Martin Pearson with the ball. He'll send it across to Spencer, and he'll shoot, and that will be a big block there by the Taipei defense. It will be a Great Britain corner. He will pass it to himself. Martin Pearson looking back up top. Taking their time. They've had possession for quite a while now. Currently having a 2-1 lead. They will wait for their opportunity. There's no need to rush for Great Britain. A win will put them into 7th place. Loser gets 8th. And that will be a costly error for Great Britain. The ball just sided out after a little fumble from Martin Pearson, and Taipei will regain possession. But another quick turnover will send it the other way yet again. Both teams are having a hard time getting anything deep inside right now. Taipei, because of the outstanding pressure here by Great Britain. And Great Britain can't seem to penetrate that Taipei offense after their first 2 goals earlier here in the first half. That will be a shot going wide by Taipei. Great Britain slowly bringing the ball up the pitch. They can take the last shot here if they elect to, which they might by the looks of it. And here they come. Just under 30 seconds remaining here in the first half. Passing it around the outside, nobody in the middle for Great Britain. And that one is stolen by Chinese Taipei, but the ref will elect to call a foul on number 9, Cheng. Britain will have one last shot at it. They will put it way over the net, and that will bring us to halftime, where Britain currently leads Taipei 2-1. We will be back with more canoe polo action at the Welland International Flat Water Center when play continues. About to restart play here at the ICF World Canoe Polo Championships. Both of these teams are currently out of medal contention. However, they will be playing for pride here in their last game. Great Britain currently leads 2-1, and they will get the first possession here of the second half. Number 3, Ollie Thompson, has the ball and will look to set up this Britain offense. Starting at a bit slower pace than they did the first half. That is a bit of an errant pass there by number 3, Ollie Thompson. Taipei heading the other way now. And that will be a call against Taipei, and Great Britain will waste no time. Head the other way. It's Martin with it, firing, and making no mistake with that one is Ross Martin. Padding that Great Britain lead to 3-1. And Britain still pressuring Taipei at half off of their possession. Taipei will look to get something going, but this British defense has been doing a great job thus far in this game. That will be a green card against Great Britain. Taipei will look and try to figure out a way past this line of British players at center. He'll be lobbed over top to Lee, and he will make no mistake with that one. Only took one crack in that ultra-aggressive defensive style of Great Britain for Taipei to capitalize on their chance. Lead is now only at 1, 3-2. Great Britain surely would love to answer that Taipei goal quickly with one of their own. Here they come. B. Fletcher finding the inside man, getting it back. Passing back to Thompson. Over to Fletcher. And Britain's able to get it inside, but that is blocked by a couple of Taipei defenders. But Britain will remain in possession with a fresh shot clock. Up the right side now, and that hard shot will be blocked once again, and Taipei will head the other way. Chow now with it, taking his time. Being harassed by a British defender, number 6, Ross Montgomery. And that will be a call against Taipei. It will be Great Britain ball, and they won't waste any time as they have the numbers. What a pass there, and a finish by Ross Martin. Great goal there for Britain, using their extremely dangerous passing to give themselves a 4-2 advantage. But that one is called back after contact on the goalie. And Taipei will start off with it. It is still 3-2 here. And Taipei will look to take advantage of this break that they have received from the refs. Taipei now advancing into the Britain zone. still having a hard time getting the ball anywhere near the British net. But it seems like every time they do get it close, they do score. And here we go again. That is a goal again from number 6, Yongzhu Lee. And he will have his second of the game, tying it at 3-3. Now, Great Britain would surely love to have that goal that was called back go the other way, but they cannot dwell on it, as the last 2 possessions have been a 2-goal swing for them, and now they find themselves in a tie game for 7th place. Shooting and blocked. Great block there by the keeper, Chun Han Hu, and he will get the ball back. Taipei will look to lob it out, send it down the pitch. Great pickup by Chang, and he will continue to try to battle. Number 4, Matt Fletcher, does a great job of putting himself in between the ball and the opponent's kayak. And they will head the other way. Another fast break going the other way here for Taipei, but there are 3 Great Britain defenders back. Taipei kicking it back. Looking to move forward now. Still having a tough time getting any sustained pressure. Seems like every time they have beaten this press, they have scored, however. And that will be a call against Taipei. Britain will fire a quick pass right in front of the net. And that is number 4, Matt Fletcher, giving the Brits a 4-3 advantage, just under halfway left here in the second half. Taipei looking to answer, but they will commit another foul, and Britain will head the other way, electing to take their time now. Really advancing the ball slowly is number 6, Ross Montgomery. Brits will now pass around amongst all 5 of them, nowhere near the Taipei net. And Taipei just decides to sit back and wait for what Britain will throw at them. 20 seconds remaining on the shot clock. And that will be fired, but that is a near miss there from number 3, Ollie Thompson. Looks like it took a deflection from a Taipei paddle. The ref indicates a green card being given to Taipei. So they will restart very close to the net, and he will fumble it. But they will reset it once again. And this time he'll elect to kick it back out top. They have a fresh shot clock, and they surely will use most of it here, as they are currently leading by 1, 4-3. Although it's not quite where both of these teams were hoping to be at this point of the tournament, they are definitely hungry for a win in their last game of this tournament, and that will be a shot by Ross Martin, and he will bury it to put Great Britain up by 2 with just over 3 minutes remaining here. They are looking good to capture 7th place here at the ICF World Championships. They will restart the play here. The ref making sure they're in the right position before they throw it. And Taipei battling hard against this very tough Britain defense. And they have a one-on-one now with number 3, Wei Chen Sao. But that will be turned over once again, and Britain will head the other direction. Ross Montgomery taking his time. Britain really changing up how they're playing offense here at the end of the game. Oh, and that's a fumble, and Taipei will try to capitalize on it, but and now they are playing similarly on defense to Britain as they are pressing. They know the time is now. They need to cause a turnover and score. Shot clock ticking down for the Brits, but that one will be put home by Matt Fletcher once again, giving Britain a 6-3 advantage here with about 2 minutes remaining. Can expect to see Britain sit back here, waste as much time as they can, and get the win. But now is a long shot by Taipei, and that one will go well wide and low. Be number 6, Yangzhu Li with the attempt. Taipei pressing now, expecting Great Britain to try and tick this clock down to zeros. That long shot off the bar. Battle for possession. Very good use of the paddle there by Chien, and he will kick it to Cheng. And that will be a call. Taipei, number 6, the captain Wu. And there we have it. Another goal by Britain. Ross Martin with the powerful strike. This one is looking to be all but over. Britain still pressing, wanting more. And that shot will just go under the net. Another call going the way of Great Britain. This time it will be a penalty. This to put themselves ahead 8-3. This point, this is just icing on the cake. Be number 6, Ross Montgomery, making quick work of that penalty. Taking it with the utmost composure and putting that away. Score is 8-3 for Great Britain. Just under a minute here. Be interesting to see how Taipei approaches the end of this game. If they go all out for it or if they just try and tick the clock down. But it looks like they're going for it. Trying to make this score more respectable, and that will be low. Great Britain restarting play here. It looks like Chinese Taipei has all but given up here. They are pressing, but it is nowhere near the level of energy they were pressing with previously. And that should be the end of the game here, as Pearson will hand it to Thompson, who then ticks down the clock, and that will do it. The men's open pool. Great Britain will find themselves in 7th place, while Taipei will find themselves in 8th place. From the Welland International Flatwater Center, Thank you for joining us on this pitch. We'll have some more International Canoe Federation Canoe Polo World Championships on pitch 1 and 2 throughout the rest of the day here for some medals. This has been Brett Murray. Have a great rest of your day.